My name is Sunkee Angel, the trans alien. I'm a transgender recording artist for the ones who don't know. Today, I'm going to be talking about something that I haven't talked about yet. Um, I think I just wasn't ready at the time after I came out about my diagnosis having HIV, but I want to talk to you all about me finally running into the person who gave me HIV. So let's take it back because I know it's been a minute, and y'all know the last time I came out was back in 2016 when I dropped I'm Not a Label. Y'all saw I dropped I'm Not a Label. That came out, and then I got a lot of good responses from that, and I helped a lot of people, and I'm still helping a lot of people, to let people know that it's okay to be HIV positive, and to let people know that you can still have a healthy life and a positive life being positive. But something I didn't really open up about was when I finally had a run-in with the person who gave me HIV. I'm not going to say his name because it's not important. Although I'm at a place now where it really don't matter because I took responsibility for my part in the situation as well. I'm at a place where I'm ready to talk about it now. So after I released the video about I'm Not a Label and all of that, I kept asking the universe, I'm like, I want to see this person. I want to see him. Because after I was diagnosed, I was so afraid of seeing him because I was just scared. I don't know why I was the one that was scared, although it's so crazy how we take things on. But I was so afraid of seeing him again. And I saw him a couple times, on the bus, you know what I'm saying, when I was, going from point A to point B and things of that nature. And there were times where I would see him and he didn't see me. So, it was just times I was just terrified to just talk about it. I don't really know. I don't know if it was because I thought that he may have looked at me wrong. I don't know. I just kind of felt like maybe he would have looked at me the wrong way. I don't know. Even though I wasn't the one that gave him HIV, he gave me HIV. But I think it was just something I internalized just out of fear of talking to him. But I knew it was something I wanted to do. But I didn't think that I would have the courage to do it. So there were times like I saw him like on the train. I saw him on the bus. But he didn't see me. Now, when I saw him on the train, when I saw him coming under the train stop, he saw me. He was with a friend, but I don't know if he recognized me or not. I just kept asking the universe to let me see him. Like I said, it got to a point where I became more ready to talk to him. And at this point, I had been living with HIV for a minute, and I think it just got to a point where I was ready to accept it within myself, and that's when I became more ready to talk to him. So I asked the universe, I said, just let me see him one more time. If I don't see him no other time, let me see him one more time. So I saw him one more time, and when I did, we were on the train. I was on the train, and by this time, I had moved into my apartment and things of that nature. Keep in mind, when I first had the encounter with him, I was staying with someone. So y'all already know the story. I was going through things. I was at a very dark place in my life and things of that nature. So since then, I had come from out of that place, and I had my own apartment, and I was just at a somewhat of a better place, getting myself together, and I had already accepted the fact that I was HIV positive and that I wanted to live a positive life. So I guess I was just ready to see him, I think more so to kind of get a peace within myself and to get closure within myself as well. Although I knew he was the one that gave it to me, I wanted to see if he was going to be honest with me, and I wanted to see what it was that he knew. I wanted to know, like, did you know? I know you knew. Did you know? Like, I wanted to face him. So that's what I did. So as time went on, I was on the train, and I was heading home from some event. I can't remember exactly what event it was, but I saw him, and I was on the train, and I looked across, and I saw him, and I'm like, bitch, that's him. That's him right there. There he go right there. This is the night that I've been waiting on, or the day that I've been waiting on. So I looked at him, and as I was looking at him, he kept looking out the window. It was almost like I felt like he knew I was looking at him. So he looked out the window, and I just was looking at him. I was just like looking, just trying to get him to look at me. So he finally looked up, and he looked at me, and then he looked back out the window. So I'm like, okay, he see I'm on this train. Okay, so this motherfucker see I'm on this train. Okay, so after that, it was my stop to get off. So I didn't really know exactly what I wanted to do. And I'm like, is this the perfect opportunity to finally ask him, you know, did you know you was positive? Like I wanted to maybe this, I just kind of felt like that might have been the doorway to kind of open the conversation to talk to him about the diagnosis and things of that nature that I had. And I wanted to just go ahead and just open that door. So I didn't really know if it was the right time. So my stop came up and I was like, you know what? I'm finna get off. I'm about to get off. Okay. So I got off and then I stopped like, and I looked back as he was sitting on the train. So as I looked back, he was looking out the window, looking directly in my face. So at that time, I don't know, something just went through me. It was just like, I was just ready. Like, I don't want to say I was ready to fight because, like I said, I had to take responsibility too. But it was just like something in me knew he knew or something. So I kind of just like looked at him and I was just looking. And then he was just like, I think he didn't know what was going on, but I was like, what? You know what I'm saying? I was looking at him like, what? Shit. Like, I know you see me looking at you. What's up? You know what I'm saying? So by this point, I jumped back on the train. So I jumped back on the train and I already made up in my mind and said that if he tried anything with me, first of all, let's let all this gender shit go out the door. Because if he tries something with me, if he tried anything with me, I'm going to beat his motherfucking ass. Okay? I'm just going to go and put it out that I was just already ready. It was just like something in me. It was just like that animal instinct. I was just ready because you gave me something. So either we could talk this out like two adults or we could, you know, fight it out or whatever. However it's going to go down. It's just going to go down. So to make a long story short, I jumped back on the train. I'm like, okay, shit, I see he looking. This is the perfect opportunity to say what I need to say. So I jumped back on the train. Train just going. It's loud. So I sat directly behind him. So he looking at the train. I was like, look, I need to talk to you. He was like, all right. So I sat behind him or whatever. And I got like in his ear on his right side. Because he was in front of me, but I was behind him and I was whispering in his ear because there was a lot of people on the train and stuff. And I didn't want to make him, I didn't want to cause a scene. That's really what I wasn't trying to do. But hold on, you guys. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm recording a video right now, so.
Okay, well, I'm just calling you back because I woke up to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna be in my recording then. Just let me finish this up and I'll call you back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, bye.
All right.
That was my niece, you guys. Sorry. You know, that's my baby. Shout out to my niece, Dalprecia Dixon. We call and check in on each other, but that's my baby. Okay, back to what I was saying. So I didn't really want to cause a scene or whatever, so I'm in his ear and we talking. And I asked him, I was like, look, well, at first I was just pretty much I wanted to fill him in and let him know, look, I'm positive. And my doctor told me that, because, you know, I was already getting, like, regular checkups and stuff like that. It was around the same time, in which y'all know I had stated a while back on some of my videos that my doctor told me it was around the time that I was fooling with him that it had to have been him. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, even a lot of people, you know, can say, well, you know, it's something you could have lived with for so long and stuff like that. And quite, y'all know I was active twice with somebody I know around that time that I know was, you know, unprotected. So... But I feel in my spirit and in my bones that he was the one that gave it to me. That's just what it is. I just know it. You know what I'm saying? And then, so I was talking to him and then he was just like, I asked him, I said, do you know, I said, are you positive? And he was just like, And I'm like, that's when I had to get them side eyes. Like I had to get that side eye. I was just like, yeah. Okay. So I want to see. So his stop was coming up. So I got off on the train with him. I'm like, this is the perfect opportunity to talk about this. So let me talk about it. So we got off the train, and we started talking. I'm just asking questions, stuff like this. So around this time, I don't know if he is now, but this was some time ago. As we talking, he was like, "So you got your own place and stuff, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I got my own place. Why? What's up?" And he was like, well, look, I'm so sleepy and tired. And I could tell that he was very, very sleepy and tired because I could see it in his face. You could tell he was like either been out all night or something. I don't know if he was homeless or what. So this is kind of where the story gets interesting. And I also told my producer about this as well, and I'm gonna tell you what he had to say. But I think that things just kind of turned around and went a way that I didn't expect. But like I said, this was about me. Was for me to move forward, to get closure so that I can move forward with my life. Whether he was open and honest or not, I just wanted to be able. I think it was just the fear of facing him. You know what I'm saying? Or something. I don't know what that was about, but it was just I needed to do that. So he talking to me and he was like, well, look, can I like stay at your house? Because I ain't got nowhere to go or something like he was saying like that. I guess he didn't have somewhere to stay. I don't know. And in my mind, I'm like, hell no. Nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's not about to happen. It's not about to happen. So you need to stop. You know what I'm saying? But I told him, I was just like, look, no, that's not about to happen. I want to get closure with you, but I don't know about all that. Me having the heart that I have, as he talked to me, I know what it's like to not have a place to stay. And I know some people may say you're crazy, you're stupid, but first of all, a lot was going through my head. I said, well, you know what? If he comes stay at my place, maybe this will give him the opportunity to open up more. Maybe I can, maybe make him feel comfortable and he'll open up and talk to me and just open up. So time went on and we talked and we went on to my apartment. I told him I finally gave in and told him he could come stay a night, and that was it. Because I understand what it's like not having nowhere to stay. And it's just, I don't know, my heart is just like, even though he did this to me, like, even though he gave me something, I was still at a place, I don't know, maybe where I was just like, I don't know if I want to say I forgave him, but I think, like I said, it was just about closure for me. And I guess that is a part of, like, forgiveness. I guess that was my way to forgive the situation. So as we were heading home, he fell asleep on the train. And I was just, thinking a lot of thoughts was running through my head and things of that nature. Once we got home, so I'm just talking to him and things of that nature and stuff like that, and just kind of trying to figure out where his head was. I was trying to like I wanted to watch his body language, everything. I wanted to see everything. You hear me? I wanted to just kind of just get a whole feel of his whole aura, So as we were talking, I told him that, I told him what I was feeling and stuff when I first saw him on the train and stuff like that, and he also told me that he thought that I was gonna like beat his ass or something. I don't know where that came. I guess he, like I said, maybe he was feeling what I was feeling. I don't know. But he was like, he didn't know. He might have been scared of as to how I was looking at him when I jumped off that train and then jumped back on. So, which is another reason why I think it was a good thing to get him to my apartment so that I can make him comfortable and not so feeling like I'm out to get him. I wanted to just get the truth, so it's hard to really get things out of a person if you're attacking them or coming at them the wrong way. So I didn't want to do none of that. So we got to my hotel. We got to my house and we talking and he said, hold on one second, I gotta use the restroom. So I'm like, okay, the restroom down, in the hallway, go whatever, go do what you gotta do. So when he come out, he was just like, I gotta tell you something. And I'm like, oh Lord, what is he finna tell me? So he came out and he was just like, yeah, I have it, or something to that nature. When he was pretty much trying to let me know, yeah, I have it, I'm positive. But I wanted to hear. I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like what? And he was like, yes, I'm positive. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't take it the wrong way. I didn't get upset. I didn't get angry. Because like I said, part of me already knew. It wasn't like I didn't know. But I think he was just afraid. I think we both were probably afraid. I don't know. But he wasn't afraid that night. We had sex. And I asked him, did he have something? And he said no. Even though, like I said, I take full responsibility on my part, you still give people a choice. I don't believe in lying to people, about anything. Even my gender, I let people know that I was born male at birth, but I identify as female. I'm a transgender woman. So I just believe in that, just giving people a choice to decide, or giving people a choice, just being honest. I mean, honesty is the best policy. You can't go wrong being honest. Even if he probably, you got some people who know somebody's HIV positive, and they still may want to fuck with you. They, they protect themselves and stuff like that. A lot of people know I'm positive. They don't run away from me. Some people may not understand it, but I have a lot of people who, they still want to get to know me. They don't, they don't want to just throw me to the wolves because I'm positive. Like, I'm very beautiful, I'm attractive, and they see me beyond HIV. But then you have those who are not taking their medication. So that's where the problem comes. He wasn't taking his medication because he told me. And I know I'm going all over the place. A lot on my mind. I'm just trying to get it out. So bear with me, y'all. This is my first time talking about this. But y'all know I'm not afraid or ashamed to talk about it. Y'all know I'm open and I'm upfront. But the spirit keep telling me to keep speaking and to continue to use my voice, for the voiceless, to be able to be a beacon of light for the people who still in the dark, because a lot of people who are still afraid of it, they don't want to talk about who gave it to them. They living with it. They still afraid, and I just think that's not the way to be. We're in a different time now, and a lot of people HIV is not a death sentence. So he told me, he was like, I have it. And I'm like, well, do you, I asked him something along the line. Y'all, this is a while ago, but I'm trying to make sure I'm saying everything the right way. But I think I asked him something along the lines of, well, like, you gave it to me, right? He was like, well, don't you know I was in the bathroom thinking about that. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But like, this is what it is. Like, I'm positive, So I think he was just like dealing with it because he was like in my house. He's like, oh my God, like I gave this person HIV. I don't know what he was thinking. But the gag was when he came out and we started talking, and he started talking about Masons and how he snuck inside of I don't want to go into it because I feel like that's not important. But he was pretty much just talking about, we started getting deep and just having a conversation, like two grown adults. I wasn't bitter at him. I wasn't angry. I felt like it wasn't no need to be. A lot of people may feel like, oh, you should have beat his ass. You should have had somebody to kill. And it's like, no, that ain't even what it was. This boy didn't even have no food to eat. Do you hear me? Like, I fed him. You know what I'm saying? And when he left that morning, I gave him a couple dollars. Now, I don't know why I did that, and I know the average person probably wouldn't have, but I know I'm different. And I'm not a stupid bitch. It's just the simple fact that I know how my heart is, first of all. And I told my producer about this, and he was like, you know what? Wherever you going, if there's a Jesus, God, whatever, you going to be up there with Jesus. That's something Jesus would have done. That right there, what you did, that was something Jesus would have done. This boy didn't have no food. You know what I'm saying? They have no place to stay. And at least for a night, I let him stay. You know what I'm saying? At my place. And he was trying to cut up still. I'm just like, so you think I'm finna cut up with you after you done gave me HIV? Really? That's not about to happen, shawty. I just couldn't do it. I mean, a lot of people say, well, hell, he already gave it to you. Now you could have had sex with him, but it wasn't that. It was just some fact I just couldn't go there. I'm at a different place in my life at this point by this time. But like I said, if I saw him today, I wouldn't be upset. I'm just at a different place in my life. So we talked, I fed him, you know what I'm saying? He came over, we, showed him my music and everything. And he left that morning and that was it. I think that was the last time I actually saw him. But if I saw him again, I wouldn't be afraid. It's like, okay, you know what? I think I did see him. I saw him again. I think I saw him again. But he did. It's always, most times he don't see me, or maybe he don't. I don't know. But I know I saw him. But I was just like, okay, I see him like I see a lot of people I know around Hollywood or LA or whatever. So it's just, I don't know. I'm just at a different place in my life, and I'm ready to move forward. I have moved forward. HIV does not define me, and it doesn't define anyone who has it. I think it's just about overcoming the fear. I mean, of course, I wouldn't wish HIV on nobody. I wouldn't wish no type of disease on nobody. But it's just a disease, He said something that really stuck with me, though, which makes me think that I still question as to if he tried to give it to me on purpose, because he was saying that he wished everybody in the whole world would have HIV. And I looked at him and I was just like, okay, that was really, really off the radar, but whatever. I'm just going to act like you didn't even say that. But I couldn't act like you didn't say that, because it was like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you really just say that? So I asked him, why did he feel that way? And he said he felt that way because he felt like if everybody in the world had it, then there would be, a cure by now. So I'm like, well, maybe he didn't feel that way. Maybe he just feels like, I don't know. I don't want to just like get a benefit of the doubt to that, because you really just don't know. But he was pretty much just saying that he felt like he wished everybody, in the whole world would have HIV, because then that would be a cure. So I don't know if he's infecting people. I don't really know. But I don't really, see no use of like, I feel like I really don't see no use of me trying to get him locked up and all. I don't know. That's just, I don't have the time. I just wanted to make peace with that within myself. Maybe the next person would. I don't know. The boy came in my house. He didn't have nowhere to go. Fed him everything. And it's just like, I felt really great after that. I felt liberated. And I moved on, you know? And now I'm living my life. It'll be, 4 years going on this upcoming June. It'll be 4 years I've been HIV positive. So I'm trying to live a healthy life, as healthy as I can. Try to drink a lot of water on top of taking these hormones, because y'all know I am on hormones. I am male to female, transgender woman, for the ones who don't know. So it's a lot. I won't say that it's been an easy journey. It's not supposed to be easy, I guess, but you will be seeing more from me this year, and also talking about more topics and issues that are plaguing our community, the trans community and the black community. I'm a human being. I still have emotions and feelings just like everybody else. So I know this story was all over the place, but I'm an all over the place type of person. I just speak what's on my mind. Whatever comes up, come out, you know. And I try to keep everything intact when I can, but that's just who I am. Life can be unorganized at times, so. But I think y'all got the grasp of everything that I was saying tonight. Just know that regardless to what's going on, don't let nothing define you. I don't care what it is, HIV, gonorrhea, chlamydia, herpes, genital warts, none of that. Whatever you have sexually, don't let that define you. One moment could never define your whole entire life. I know it could define it from a physical standpoint, but it doesn't define you as a person. Physically either, if you ask me. You know, we do what we gotta do to stay healthy, but you know, you go on and live life, you know. So just continue to be beautiful, you know. We are all beautiful in our own way, in our own shades, in our own colors, in our own genders and everything, you know. So I just wanted to share that with you all, and remember to continue to love yourselves inside and out. Don't let nothing stop you or deter you. Be strong. I am Sunkee Angel, the trans alien, transgender recording artist and comedian. Coming soon. Trans Alien coming soon as well. My new single, Trans Alien, coming soon. Make sure you guys stay tuned, and I look forward to continuing to connect with all of my sunbeams. Make sure you subscribe and share this video. Remember to love yourselves.